Welcome back. Mighty is struggling in this best of 5. It was a bit of a crazy game too. They find themselves down 0-2. Can they bring it back against this somewhat playful MVP Black? That's what we're about to find out.
Playful, entertaining, and lost in words. I think there are easier paths to take for MVP Black. It's like they're trying to hide their strategy so much. You can tell it's very obvious as they're going straight to BlizzCon. They don't want to reveal anything tonight. It seems like just one Kel'Thuzad and just let it out there so that other teams can actually try to see it. If this is going to be the strategy, I know.
I know someone out there, like when we go to BlizzCon, is gonna like be like, well, you know, Rich actually played Samuro in his most recent match. And I'm like, wow.
Did he? Did he? No, he did not. On BOE.
All right, Infernal Shrines is gonna be our next match. Our next map. Someone's gonna mention that. I'm gonna be like, did he play it or did he?
Well, I think in the very first match of Western Clash, Fnatic actually used the Samuro also, but that's the kind of thing. Like they only use it against the weaker teams when they know it for sure that they are going to win. That was the kind of game we have, game number 2. In Infernal Shrines, I think we may actually see Kel'Thuzad once more here. Because the AoE damage matters a lot when you're picking up those minions, when you're doing the wave clear.
Definitely so. We've seen Gul'dan here, we've seen Jaina here, so not a big shocker. Oh, big surprise. Morales first ban. Oh! Tastar? They're crazy. So after Sake got that Archon kill, they were like, none of this. I don't want any more of that.
No more Twilight Archon. Way too powerful. So Tastar is banned. No Protoss here.
And Black's like, oh, don't be so try-hard. Well, there's still a chance for other Protosses in here. Like Rotanis, Olorock, maybe some rich Olorock in Game 3. You know what I'm saying?
Let's StarCraft. Because of Morales ban, Ariel is open and insta-picked by Mighty as MVP Black, considering of stealing away Vala, which pairs up well. Or Lunara, let's see. Here comes Kel'Thuzad once more from Sake, very likely.
So that's why the Tastar ban came through. They wanted to grab the Ariel. And let's see who wants to be hyper carry here. We have seen Gul'dan played with Ariel on this map exclusively.
That's right.
But I don't know if that's really the plan here. I think if you're trying to grab this Ariel, you want to play the hyper carry with the basic attack hero. 1-1, by the way, is Kel'Thuzad. He's spiked up to 50% from the 0% after that win for Sake. That's what Kel'Thuzad's profile pic is supposed to look like, not like Kel'Thuzad or whatever .jpg like that he gets in-game. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, that's a weird in-game portrait, man. Kel'Thuzad's like...
He seemed a little squished in there.
That's what he really looks like. Like, this is just like his portrait mode selfie.
Okay, they're going to do Vala instead of Lunara this time. Also bringing Karazim. I thought they were just going to be picking something like ETC along with Vala. ETC is still open. There are lots of small choke points in this map, and mosh pits. Even though there were not really great mosh pits happening in this series, but still can be a big game-changing tool. You're just gonna pass and banning Marthael, banning the solo laners for both sides. The Haka also banned.
I guess the question of what solo laner will Rich play, since now you have. I mean, they have the potential with this to play the Kerrigan. Like, think about it. Kerrigan plus Divine Shield makes a combo. Kel'Thuzad hits the spells on the combo. I think that's something that we have to consider here on this map, Infernal Shrines, for those who can't read Korean. And just based on the members, I'm like, I would love to see it. Based on what we saw with Samuro last game, I'm like, look, that would be like a troll pick that I could get behind, okay? I want it. I'm like, lock it in for me, guys. No! Well, it could still happen, but probably not.
They want to show the real Sorande here. The reason why I thought ETC was going to be taken from Mighty is because with Kel'Thuzad, who needs some escape tools, ETC can be a great peeling hero for Kel'Thuzad can be used defensively with the power slide. Face melt can also save Kel'Thuzad from the dangerous situations. Now even more with Tyrande double support.
It's the whole Warcraft team, man. That's why Kerrigan can't play now.
No Diablo here.
Well, for Mighty, they have options of tanks. No great interrupt except potentially Rain of Vengeance for the Mosh Pit. So maybe a Muradin, like Muradin Leoric would be strong here, I think. You have a strong Soul Laner then. Soul Laner not yet revealed for Black. Could still be the Kerrigan pick. They would have so much CC if they did it. Like, oh my god. Okay, it's going to be Zeratul with the Muradin. Come on, give me that Kerrigan pick. Give it to me.
See.
Don't you dare just lock in Leoric. Look at him. Rich, come on. Come on.
Oh. And you know what happens when Rich is on Garrosh.
You see Kel'Thuzad get thrown into the enemy team?
I'm feeling a little bit something like that, you know? But we'll see, as Mighty actually picked up a pretty balanced draft. Again, bringing Zeratul once more.
Alright guys, well, Warcraft 4 confirmed by MVP Black here on live internet television as we go into game number 3 here, Infernal Shrines. Can Rich's Garrosh and the Soranda comp work? As we head into this one, we're going to find out right now. If it does, we're going to end this series. See you guys in the Nexus. Blue Mighty, Joker on Muradin, BDG on Vala, Good yet again on Zeratul, Nasang on Oriel, and Magi on Karzi.
And in red, MVP Black, Reset on ETC, Sake on Luther, and Kyocha on Kel'Thuzad, and Rich on Garrosh, Twist on Tyrande.
I guess Kyocha just wants to prove himself or something. I don't know what
Interesting. Oh, I had to say the I word.
Yeah, we had to do the I word, caster technique.
And by the way, it is Rich and BDG gets tossed over, and that's a goner. Vala, see you later.
Rich wanted to do it again, and he was still on cooldown. He was like, Nasa, come here. Joker is not in the right place right now. It's a close call. Oops. Well, I guess it's going to be Garrosh in the Soul Lane. We don't really see this very often in Korea. But Good should not be too afraid in this matchup. Will have to position himself well, but if he gets tossed, he can always blink. So not really worried about that Wrecking Ball.
I think the Garrosh pick is more for those kind of picks to get the kills or to actually save the teammates with into the fray. Let's see, as they're focusing on the Tyrande. The chains are helping so well. He does not escape, but the damage was insane.
Sustain coming out from Ariel is what wins them that. Rich does push this into the top wall, but yeah, I mean, Tist is not used to positioning in terms of squishy supports because he's a tank player, has been since he switched off of melee. The beginning part of this year. Okay, here's the chains. Oh my god. VG, does he get out of here somehow? Somehow, some way he's got the health baited.
That's the power of Ariel, as you can tell. The sustain is there, and Joku.
Okay, he's not going to be healed though. Nasang gets really deep in here. Look at the body block from Reset. I think that's a dead Ariel. Didn't have cooldown yet on that heal. Sake is going to have his Radiance in just a second here. They're going in.
Didn't quite see it, but I heard the sound. I think Nasang was chained inside and pulled from Kyocha. You see the mechanical plays coming out from all the MVP Black members here.
Sake pulling back. Look at those Radiances. Oh, getting as many heroes as possible. So radiant. Suther player. And yeah, I mean, the chains are working well. They're going to get Phylactery very quickly, especially on this map, where if they win this first shrine after that pick, they will get 2 globes by default. I think he's already gotten 2. since level 4. This will be the 3rd and 4th.
Nicely tamed strike, but already a dead 0-2 when he was trying to make the play. He cannot even blink away.
Okay, coming in now. Here comes the power slide. The target is yet again going to be Nasong. Chains stun him. He used his heal. Okay, toss coming through. Don't know if that's the toss they really wanted at this stage, though.
Seems like it was very natural for him to actually toss him over.
Magi barely survives there.
No kills, though, and Black only needs 7 more. Killjoy can just poke from the side and get 5 more.
Risky, but should be able to do it here. Mighty is closing the gap, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Kel'Thuzad is low, so that's why Joker is going to go in. There's a chain stun onto Muradin.
Good heals coming through. The globes coming through as well. Looks like Kyoja didn't get them, though. That's a bit unfortunate, considering that he's moving towards that globe talent. Tist taken out here as well. This is not a good position for MVP Black. Will find themselves now tied in kills. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh, that was close. And they're trying to get the kill onto Nasang. Barely survives with probably 5 HP healed there.
Okay, this is what would be abbreviated as CF, which is Clown Fiesta. I mean, literally BDG just died to the Punisher. Literally that just happened. Like, as soon as I saw Punisher jump, I was like, well, this is... I could probably just start the sentence saying I could cast him dying before it happens. Like, oops, that's an Arcane Punisher. Okay. Well, this series isn't a clean one. Rich is going to help get this fort down.
For sure. And
Punisher top damage in game, by the way, right now.
yes. Siege damage for sure.
He's up there, he's like, I'm top hero damage and siege damage. What are you doing, Kel'Thuzad? Report Kel'Thuzad.
He has got the stacks. So, not yet. As Joker is trying to play with fire alone. Being a human ward there. There's been so many fights. We didn't even have a single laning phase in this game.
Yeah, I mean, not really. Like, Rich was in the top lane for like 5 seconds, and then just decided he wanted to kill people all game. And when Rich feels like that, he kills people all game, and there's no laning, and that's another killed person right there. Deputy Vala. Now they're going to get Nasong. Rich is like, I want these guys to die, and so can you guys kill him? I'm going to go to the soul lane for a second. I'll be back later. So he's going to go soak that while they siege this mid fort. I already got the bot.
What does Zeratul do here, though? Even if you go in, you will be insta-stunned by Uther, power slided right after the CC combo.
Well, if you position yourself where Sake can't reach you, it does work. As you can see here, Sake could not get the stun because his positioning was too good. No pun intended. And will be able to survive here to get that nice pick. Obviously, the stun is basically melee range. Maybe it's like range 2. Oh, didn't know where Rich was. He was in the line of sight blocker. Zeratul's like, I had enough of this. I'm going top lane. I'm not messing with this. If his positioning is not perfect for 1 second, as you say, he will die.
There's a chain, and ooh, does not get the power slide, but it doesn't matter. Does have heal though. He can sustain.
Okay, it's going to be a trade. Rich does go down as well. Power slide again. Follow-up stuns, burst damage.
And the next CC actually lands onto Magi. Tisk knew that they will have a kill onto Ariel anyhow, so landing the next CC onto the next target.
Oh.
This teamwork is just there. It's not a 3v3 here. It's actually like a 4v3.
So if you're just tuning in, no, this is not some sort of weird Tavern Brawl show match. This is actually the team that is likely to go 14-0 to have the best record in Korean HGC history. Having a little bit of fun tonight, let's say. And 10 is up. They have, again, normal heroics. Actually, Shadowstalk, not Starfall, though, on Toronto. We saw Starfall from Mighty. And it will be the Fisher. Now, if we see even one good Mosh, I mean, that is going to be the end of Mighty with the comp that Black is running.
One good Mosh will be... How many he catches on that Mosh will be the amount of kills that we're going to see coming out from Kel'Thuzad. Very likely. Void Prison can help as a... I think this Void Prison has to be defensive all the time. There are just so many attacking and initiating on the other side that Void Prison has to be perfect. for Mighty to win this team fight. Let's see, the numbers are about even. 2, 3 away. Slightly going for Mighty. There's a chain. It's not lent onto any other hero though.
Sake trying to get into an angle here to get the stun off onto BDG. It's been unsuccessful so far. Good's trying to flank around. We'll have that Void. Jumps in here onto Sake. There's the Void I was talking about. It's great usage there of the 7-sided. Mosh Pit is canceled. And that Void wins the fight here for Mighty. Divine Shield will protect Kyocha for a little bit longer, but Rich is not going to be so lucky. Sake will just barely survive, but that Void was so good, allowing the 7-sided to hit just one target. Then the follow-up, what we saw right after that, was beautiful from Vala. And that is a 1 fight for Mighty, a 1 Punisher. And Black's just going to have to wait in the Hall of Storms for respawns there.
That's how you use Zero Tool. That's the power of Void Prison that we've been having all throughout this year. Zero Tool was always picked in Korea, even banned so many times, but makes another appearance here as good. But the chains are coming in. The burst damage onto Magi.
Mosh! He's got it. It was canceled earlier, but 7-sided again from Mog. He's got no health at the perfect angle. Will take out ETC.
ETC flies over to outside of the map there.
Solo does get taken out. Will buy back immediately. Rich is very low. Gets taken out here by the Vorpal, and it's a 3-for-1. Black may lose a game in this series, as this is starting to look like a snowball against them.
She gets a kill onto Nasang with all the chain with the Fisher combo. Kyocha did die, so he needs to get the stacks. I mean, he's telling 4 stacks once more.
So, I mean, Black is a team that can come back from this, right? Like, I mean, this is a situation where they've been further behind this before and still won games, but it just feels like Mighty's got the number. The Void Prisons are great. Such a good pick against the Mage, I really feel. And the follow-up after the Voids with the Rain of Vengeance have been really good, but I feel like Magi is actually the star here. He's had 2 incredible 7-sideds when the position was given to him by first the Void, then the Mosh. Aegis used already in this fight. Not the best timed Fisher, unfortunately, for Kyocha here.
Rich is very low, even with the armor. Sake is now caught again. May have to use shield.
Doesn't have it, or doesn't want to use it.
It seems like he didn't want to use it at the end.
Ooh, that's a good Fisher, but Nasang still survives. Void Prison here. Very well placed, but no rain available. It was actually just a few seconds off. This has been a back and forth. When we got 28 kills at less than 10 minutes, this is a unusual game, shall we say. Okay, Detainment Strike really well placed. That's going to be the end of Reset. Good's got Blinks. Oh, excuse me. So my throat, Good's got Blink. So we'll be fine here.
Rich insta-toss the 0-2 whenever he sees him. He does spot him once more. He's taunted. The combos are there, and there's the damage just like that. Kill onto 0-2, but Mighty's onto the chase. He even has to use Divine Shield.
We'll save him.
Props to Uther for holding that, because he sacrificed himself last time.
Ooh, interrupt on that Dwarf Toss. Will it be enough damage? He's got the Fisher. Stun comes through. Not quite. Not quite what they were looking for.
Now even the slow after the chain with the 13th talent will be critical. It'll be a lot easier to land on those combos after the slow. I think Kyocha may have finished the quest by now, or very close to it at least.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we have bugs with our UI that talks about that, I think it's probably finished by now, considering how many really good combos he's hit so far. But I don't know if that graphic actually came up, but on average it's been finishing around 10, before 10:30, so.
It seems like Reset does spot good, or does he?
Yeah, he
does.
A
fire slide, there's
man.
a combo, barely blinks out.
Barely. That was so
close. Yeah.
So close. That was like he could not have pressed it any faster physically to get out of there. All right, now Reset's going to get caught. Goes into the Void here.
Does cash Mosh, but that's gonna be a cancel for Void Prison.
Rich survives actually throughout all of this. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Gets the heal here. He's got 75 armor there, but still goes down. That's going to be the double here for Mighty, who just continues to dominate these team fights using good Void Prisons. And the Mosh just didn't matter. Seven-sided, again, just shutting it down.
It's a very good counter, I would say. Whoa, Coach is looking for... He's on the assassin tonight as he's looking... Oh, ow. Was close on Tamagi.
Okay, 16-14 now. Talontier advantage. They have the fort still, so Black's not too worried about this. Unfortunately, one of their cannon towers is out of ammo. They have decent defensive siege with the Kel'Thuzad, obviously, but this is going to be a potential keep if Mighty can get some good picks. 40 seconds on Void, which has been their initiation. So in 40 seconds, we'll see that Void come into play yet again. That's something that Black needs to be very careful, need to play around better, need to not be stacked up like this. Reset has definitely not made his greatest opening performance on ETC tonight.
Right, ETC tanking all the damage from the Punisher.
So it looks like Mighty's not able to find anything here. Played it safe.
They have a giant top wave. Someone needs to go up and take all the EXP. They do not have any globals. Zero2 can go up, but have Void Prison back in 2. He can go to the back line and land on the perfect Void Prison.
Warlord's challenge here. Okay, there's the knock-in for Joker into that fort. He goes down. That's the most of the front line on the side of Mighty as this Glacial Shard is making life hell here for Mighty. Nasan gets dismounted. Reset wants this. The dismount is real. Dodges the detainment strike. He is so close to getting this. Okay, will this be good? Tosses in. Will this be a Void?
Maybe he has to use it.
Close call.
Does escape.
Looks like all they're going to get is going to be the Muradin here. So pick on the Joker. This has been a very crazy game. You talked about that top wave for a long time. This is like the first time in the game where teams just walk away and soak experience. Like, this has not been happening.
33 kills already. This game is on fire, as you can say. But as you saw, one good Void Prison from Good coming out actually turned everything in favor of Mighty. We saw a lot of Zero2 play coming out from Good, and you can see that you can basically tell how good he is on the hero by his Void Prison. I think that's the biggest tool that he has. If you can make it work every single time like that, then you can win the game basically only with that tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not really doing too much damage, or he can't really find an angle to come in.
Yeah, Magi's the one who's really, with BDG, doing all the work in these fights. The Void allows these situations, though. He's punished mosh pits. Magi has. He has, you know, taken these Voids and gotten maximum value out of them. Black's on even talent tiers. Looks like the ping is that they're going to come to defend this fort. Rotating in now is Rich. Same with Reset. Good disengage here on the side of Mighty. So this is going to be Shrine active. Black needs this one. If they get this one, it goes directly to the keep, whereas Mighty, unfortunately, if they get this, they're only going to get the wall, oh, sorry, the fort. That will push them towards 20, though.
That's right. There's a CC great lens coming to Joker as he does survive. Chain and the burst damage is insane. The age is a little too late, but the heal comes in.
Heal comes in. Toss over here for Rich. Seven-sided is here. Mosh Pit used by Reset. Gets a huge power slide. This is a crazy team fight, but the Void is excellent again. Doesn't matter, though. Still 10 heroes alive in this fight. Tyrande is going to be the first to go down. It's going to be a trade here. Actually, not a trade, a triple. Excuse me.
The amount of damage that Black did was crazy, but this is exactly why we see Auriel bans all the time. The AoE healing, that small point, basically just let them survive. And Mighty Black ban Morales instead.
I think this is going to be game. They're going to get 20. They're going to get the keep, very likely. With 20, with these dead, I think there's no way they don't get this keep. In fact, Kyocha is going to die as well. We're going to a game 4. 23 kills to 16. Black not going to have that 32 and 5 record that they were looking for after tonight. at least be a 32-6, whose history doesn't necessarily matter to this team, but matters to me. Not going to be the perfect, or as perfect as they would have liked it to be. Cleanse comes through here, obviously, with the dash here from Magi. Trying to get the pick onto Sake. They could end up winning this team fight. Black can. It's going to be very difficult to do so. Rich is going to be the target here, very low. This Arcane Punisher is the best, strongest Punisher in the game, doing so much extra damage, not only to these heroes, but also to the core. 86%. It's going to be the commitment.
It's going down, but they have a lot of damage. This Punisher doing a lot more stun. Garrosh falls, and Sake is also going low.
Okay, reset here as well, trying to help out, but the Aegis comes through. Going to be the wipe. We are going to a game 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. MVP Black will be defeated here at the hands of Mighty on Infernal Shrines. And that is going to put us at a 1-2 score for Mighty. And we had a crazy draft. We had a crazy night of heroes so far, but I feel like we haven't seen anything yet, man. I feel like anything can happen now from what we've just seen.
This can be a start of a reverse sweep. Right? Mighty is coming back, and not just with a 0-2 pick. Their teamwork is working a lot better right now. And on the other hand, MVP Black, they're starting to fall apart. They had some fun in the beginning of the game, picked with Garrosh, having some crazy combos with Kel'Thuzad, but I think their role swap, was that even necessary? I don't think so at game number 3. I know you're not the biggest fan of role swaps.
I don't want to use the T word, but I do think that there's definitely a lot of fun being had on the side of MVP Black. A lot of wanting to play heroes they want to play, maybe not what they should play. People want to play those heroes, not what they should play either. I mean, I think that they will still win the series, but if we see another game like that, I think that like 100% they lose game 5. Like, they lose 4 and then 5 if they play another game like that. I think it's time to tighten up the play. We had fun with the Samuro. We thought the game 3 there was going to be a lot of fun. Wow, Garrosh to throw it, it's really fun. Toronto, woo! And then it wasn't so good. Your soaking experience seems pretty good. Going to top lane a little bit, having a solo laner seems pretty good. It was pretty fun for like the first 4 picks, where their team was like, oh, wow, they're just roaming, they're just coming in as 5 and trying to fight us. But once they just stopped dying to the picks, then they won the game because Void Prisons were good, the 7-side strikes were good.
Yeah,
Resets ETC was like Diong level, and
yeah,
I mean, what else do you want to say? Like, if they play a real game, then maybe they'll close out the series next time. If they don't, then maybe we go to game 5. Maybe Mighty takes this win, man, and takes a better standing in the HGC final after a regular season.
Of course, Black is going straight to BlizzCon.